Hello everyone, welcome back to the episode 12 Snowfall recap. We're now halfway through this 24 episode drama. You can watch it on WeTV, otherwise known as Tencent Video or Viki. Let's get into it. So in episode 12, Li Ying brings Milan and Situ Wei-Lian on the train as leverage, and all I can say is he's very much an awful person and I hate him. And then Miss Mu brings her Mu fighters, as I call them, on the train with them in case Shen Zhiheng wants to escape with Milan and Situ Wei-Lian. And then Situ looks at Miss Mu when he gets on the train and he looks like he knows her, but he tells Milan he's just suspicious of her and finds her sinister. But I feel like they might know each other, and maybe she knows that he's not human too, because she says, I'm interested in you, and then we don't really talk about it, and then they move on to playing mahjong later and it's never addressed. And then also Shen Zhiheng basically tells Li Ying, like, I'll offer you money, like, and I'll be your friend if you like help me and let me go. And then we get a flashback of Shen Zhiheng helping Li Ying when he was a child, working at the opera, being bullied, and telling him that, you know, we're humans, we should live decent lives, and he's thinking about whether he should help Shen Zhiheng after he talks to Miss Mu about what exactly the experiments are that they want to do to Shen Zhiheng at Binjiang. So that's happening. So basically, in the episode as well, they play mahjong. So Miss Mu, Situ Wei-Lian, Shen Zhiheng and Li Ying play mahjong, and they talk about money and business and exchange and IOUs and all this kind of stuff. And then they finish the game. And while this is happening, Milan, I think she gets like fire sticks or something in her hand, and Situ Wei-Lian comes back and he's like, we were playing mahjong, and then he's like, we had IOUs, and he gives the paper to Milan, and then she's like gonna use it for something. I assume she's gonna start a fire or something to, I don't know, to kind of try and escape the train, because Shen Zhiheng mentions that they're stopping at a station, Beju station, and that I think that's where he wants them to try and escape at to catch the Asia Express. And Milan catches on pretty quickly that that's his intention, that's where he wants to get off at and stuff like that. So she's like planning an escape with the guys, Shen Zhiheng and Situ Wei-Lian. And also Shen Zhiheng mentions to Li Ying that he hasn't killed him because he'll be replaced and then things could be 10 times worse. But I kind of agree with criticism I've seen online lately about the fact that, like, Shen Zhiheng doesn't fight back enough. You know, like, he lets himself get shot and beaten and stuff like that and doesn't really do countermeasures. And when he does attempt countermeasures, as soon as he comes back, he falls right back into a trap again. And it isn't fantastic, but I do think they've intentionally created the character this way, mainly due to censorship, but he does what he does because he's trying to be a gentleman. He's trying to, what he thinks is like the best solution to a lot of problems. So while it seems foolish, to him, he's doing the right thing. Now, you could argue that this plays into the noble idiocy trope, especially because you're like, you could definitely like try and evade Li Ying a lot more, because Li Ying is really a ridiculous villain. But it works for the character, it works for the plot, it works for his emphasizing the gentlemanliness that he's trying to be, right? So I could think it makes sense, because from what I've heard as well, apparently in the books, the main villain Li Ying is actually like pro-Japanese or something, and it's way more politically complicated in the actual novel, and they couldn't adapt it like that for the show. And so this is why Li Ying is as annoying as he is, because the actual motivation has been removed, and so you just get a really irritating villain. Anyway, like, for the halfway point, I think it's done a fine job so far with what it has and what it was allowed to do because of censorship. But I think if we had a director's cut and an uncensored cut of this show, we would definitely get more juice, so to speak. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below, and let's chat about it more. If you like this video, please like the button below, and also if you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.